Stop your mind. And you are formless. What you call yourself is just a mental picture. You are associated with a story. Your mind has certain made-up facts about you like, I am an introvert so I can't socialize easily. My metabolism is bad so I can't get lean easily. I am not smart because I can't do maths etc. There are unnumbered people who have altered their entire personalities. As drastically different like night and day. If the stories of our mind were true, none of us would change much after childhood. But we do. Often extreme trauma forces us to change. Because a lot of pain will force you to drop your story and let go of the mental illusion. Because you have no choice when under extreme emotional pain. But this is a hard and unconscious way to go about it. Why wait for pain to change you? When you can just decide to do it now. This decision becomes easy if you stop your mind. Mind is where your current version exists. All that you believe about yourself is only true for this current version of you. You are not this version. Or the next version. Or any version of you. You are formless. You do not have a limited human identity. You can put on any mask you please. But to our mind and human self, this feels wrong and unreal. Because a creation cannot understand the ways of the creator. So, the mind cannot understand how it can become anything and be limitless. So, you must drop the mind. How do you do that? By simply being indifferent to the current story. A thought comes that I can't ever be financially free because I don't have enough education and so on. Be indifferent to it. Or let it be. No need to dwell on it or start giving it justification like, no, I can be financially free. Yes, don't even negate it if you can. Don't think. Let it exist. Remember, the story exists because you identify with it. You think about it. You give it legitimacy by getting involved with it. Just like breathing. Let it in and then let it go. Don't hold your breath. Only thoughts that please you should be held in your mind. Thoughts about the new story. And let go of trying to figure it out. How the change will come about. That is another mental trap that gets you identified with the human limitations. Your mind can't figure out how you will drastically change. All it knows is limited and ways full of struggle and maybe dead ends. Use your formless side. Your divine connection. Nikola Tesla used to relax in a chair and let his mind go. So that he could receive the amazing ideas from the divine. High-performing players have the ability to drop the mind mid-game. And let the formless do the job. They call it being in the zone. Time slows down and senses seem to get heightened. Musicians and artists do it all the time. Anything miraculous or mind-blowing is the result of humans letting their higher self do the work. Not the mind. Therefore, this is exactly what you need to do to change effortlessly. By simply letting the mind go. Assume before a meeting that you are confident and charming. Don't think about it. Just assume and let yourself go. Be spontaneous and trust your formless self. You will be amazed. Assume that you are interesting before talking to a girl and then let the mind go. Don't think about what to say next to her. Nor try to be over-analytical. Just stay in the moment and say what feels right in the moment. You only become nervous and self-conscious when you think about it. You want to be slim. Assume that you are. And don't think about how. Do what you need to do like working out. But without the mind. Mind will say that you tried working out before and it didn't work. Your genetics are in the way and so on. Again. It is just a story. You decide and let go of the mind. You don't argue with it. You don't try to discipline it. You just let it be. Like a puppy. Let it run around. Don't run after it. Running after it will make you exhausted. So, you let it be and then choose what you want. But you must realize that what you are right now is just a mental concept. If you don't think of it this way. Then drastic change is hard. Simply because we think from our stories. Like, I am an American and this is my race so I should think and behave this way. I am from a small town, so I am not worth the money that big city people make. I am not attractive to women so she will reject me. I am a this and I am that. So, I should be this way. So, you see. A man identified with the personality of a 3K a month cannot make 100K a month. Simply because the story of your mind will not allow it. The version of you who has millions is drastically different from the current version. And I am not talking about the physical aspect. It is his mindset that is drastically different. Physical reality is just a reflection of the mind. The version of you who is attractive has a completely different mental world. His physical appearance and his charm are just the byproduct of it. So how can you become something different when you are tightly identified with already being something? You must become nothing. In order to become something, you must empty yourself first in order to fill yourself up with a new ideal. And mind won't allow it. This is called identity shifting by most of the reality coaches. And this is what any successful mentor will tell you. Let go of your mental limitations to see how far you can go. So, decide who you want to be. And then shut down the old mental story. Persist in indifference to the old story and acceptance of the new story. And you will change as you please. And be who you want to be. Without any excess effort.